Hey, and welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving with your favorite talking head, Wes. It's great to have you guys back. Great to be here, with another new week and another review for you guys to check out. Today, I'm going to be doing a shave with HC&C's collaboration with Rich Man Shaving, High Stakes. This is an homage to Acqua Di Gio. So, it is your classic, fresh Italian, aromatic scent. It's like Acqua Di Gio, it's got notes of mandarin, bergamot, rosemary, clary sage, geranium, olivinum, and patchouli. So, if you've been around and if you like Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Acqua Di Gio, this is gonna be right up your alley. If you like Parasso Green, granted it's a totally different kind of Italian scent, since that's mostly like eucalyptus and menthol kinda, but it's got that same freshness to it. It's an Italian fresh scent. It's very aromatic. Kind of a marine kind of scent to it, with the citrus, with the mandarin and the bergamot. I think Acqua Di Gio, it has it's got lime, orange, bergamot, bergamot. Of course, bergamot is always like the mainstay. So, so if you like those kind of scents, then, you should check out High Stakes. It's a damn good soap. And of course, with it being HC&C, this is a vegan-based soap. So, this is what the tub looks like here. And scent off the tub for the Tennessee Whiskey proof scale, 0 being the worst, 100 being the best. This is a solid 50 proof. As soon as I pop the lid on it, I can already kind of smell, the bergamot, the rosemary, the mandarin. I can get those aromatics, the sage. Yeah, it's all very good. It gives you kind of that spicy, fresh, aromatic, citrusy kind of smell to it. So for the equipment that I'm using today, I'm going to be using my trusty dusty red ring Eclipse red ring. Here's the red ring. This is a vintage razor. And if it looks familiar to you, it's because that's what the PAA Quantum was kind of based off of. So this is the OG, and I love it. It's one of my favorite shavers, one of my favorite vintage shavers. And for my matchy for the brush, I figured I would go with my Moon Soaps brush with a G5C loaded into it, with the green for the money, for like high stakes money. I thought that would be kind of a cool motif or theme to go with. And of course, as you can tell here, the lather is on point. Look at that stuff, man. Boom. Yeah. And, my Captain's Choice bowl from my son. Loving it. And of course, I'll be using the splash. In full transparency, Pete Hendricks of HC&C did send me this stuff for free to review. So thank you very much for the support, Pete, my fellow Tennessean. Always a pleasure. And but of course, even though I get this stuff for free, I give you guys my honest opinion on everything, if I like it or not. But I did have conversations with Pete, and I told him things that I tend to like, what kind of accords I like, and so he was nice enough to send me things that I favor. So yeah, so that is definitely in my wheelhouse for my scent profiles. A little bit of channel news. I'm up at, as of right now, I'm up at 83 subscribers. Thank you guys. Much appreciated for all the support and watching and everything. I love it. I try to do as much as I can for the community. And so on that note, I'll be doing a giveaway, my first one ever, when I get to the magic triple digits, 100 subscribers. So if you guys are watching this and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and feel free to do so. And once I get to 100, then I will try to set up or not try, I will set up a giveaway and give something away. So what it is and when, I guess, well, that's all to be determined. So we'll see. And then I didn't do a Phenomenal Fragrance Friday this past Friday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep on doing those or not. Those seem to be like my lowest view counts. I usually don't get too many of those. So it's looking like you guys maybe don't like them. So why do them if you guys don't like them? If there's something else that you'd rather see me do or whatever, or talk about, feel free, hit me up, slide into my DMs, as they say. Chat, let me know. I'm here for you. So, yeah. If you guys have requests, anything you guys want done, or in any kind of instructional, if you've ever been curious, let me know and I will try to accommodate. So on that note, that's about all I got. Let's get to the shave. I will say, once I got the high stakes in the bowl and started lathering it, the scent really exploded. It's very nice. It filled the bathroom up, and yeah, it's great. Fresh Italian scent, Acqua Di Gio style, So very, very nice. I love these kinds of shaves, especially in the summer. There's only one thing that I wish that somebody would do or something. And I understand that you might not be able to put menthol into this kind of a scent because the menthol may interfere with the fragrance. But I wonder, if somebody could put like the synthetic menthol in that doesn't have a smell to it. It's not supposed to, and it's not supposed to interfere with like how the soap lathers, from my understanding. So I wonder if they'd put some of that synthetic menthol and stuff in here, that would be great. Because I mean, these fresh Italian scents are, like the perfect summertime, shave. They have that je ne sais quoi to them. So, and then during these hot months, during the summer, when it's hot, it'd be nice to have that kind of cooling effect. I know it's not for everyone, but I like it. So I think it would be pretty cool if somebody would make a soap like that. Don't get me wrong, I will add the menthol to my soaps. I don't do it for my review videos, of course, but on my own personal time when I'm just enjoying my own shaves, I add copious amounts of menthol to my lathers because I like it. If I don't look like I've just watched Optimus Prime die or something like that, when I'm done shaving because my eyes were watering so bad, then it's not a good shave for me. So anyway, let me get the face wet and we'll get started. Was there something else I was going to talk about? No, I think that was it. Okay. All right. And I've even tortured myself a little bit for you guys over the last couple of days. I got about 2.5, close to 3 days of growth here for you guys. So you can watch me mow that stuff down. Sorry, but I know I'm usually a daily shaver. So going 2 or 3 days is, man, that's torturous to me. But I do it for you guys. So as you can tell, the lather is nice and thick, creamy, goes on very, very nice. HC&C makes some good stuff. Oh yeah, and I just remembered what the other thing I wanted to talk about was. HC&C has been making bath soap and stuff too now. Pete sent me a bar of the Year of the Dragon for me to try out. So I got that in my shower, and I've been using it the last few days. And I gotta say, man, that stuff is awesome. I know he says that the price point on it is a little high, I think, at like $13. But I mean, a lot of artisan soaps are usually a little on the high side, so I think it's very reasonable. But so far, it looks like it's gonna have some awesome longevity. So even if it is a little pricier, it'll work itself out in the wash with how long the soap lasts. I will definitely let you guys know how all that goes. Um, as far as the soap and whatnot. But the way it lathers, you know, uh, it lathers super easy. It builds an awesome, generous lather in my wash rag. I don't know what you guys use, but I use a wash rag. So when I lather the soap up, it builds a nice lather on my wash rag. And the fragrance oils and whatnot that Pete uses is very good. He uses some really quality fragrance oils because as soon as you start lathering it and the lather, it starts exploding in the rag. The scent, just fills the shower. And Year of the Dragon, if you guys know Year of the Dragon, man, that's probably like my favorite scent from HC&C from Pete so far. Love that stuff. So definitely, if you want, I mean, I can say right now that the soap is very good. So if you guys have been thinking about checking it out, definitely give it a look because it's pretty good so far. I've only got about 2 or 3 uses on it, but so far so good. Like I said, once I get through the entire bar, I will definitely let you guys know and give you my thoughts. But out the gate, it's a winner. It's weird how I gotta get used to this again. It wasn't that long ago that I grew my goatee out, but having to get used to shave around my mouth again is interesting. So after the first pass here, I'm gonna go silent and I'm gonna let the voiceover. I'm gonna let the magical, soothing tones of Tennessee whiskey shaving's voice carry you off in a magical voiceover journey that is high stakes. And an homage or inspired by, however you'd like to say it, to the great classic of Armani, or yeah, Armani Giorgio, yeah, uh, his fragrance of Acqua Di Gio. And we'll do a little deep dive uh, on the scent notes and stuff as well, and do a scent note spotlight because you guys might not think about it right now, but uh, it is kind of a good idea to learn some of these scent notes and learn, what you like and what accords, which is an accord is like scent notes that like when they go together. They'll make an accord, like like orange and bergamot and rosemary, that'll make kind of like a citrusy or aromatic accord, you know what I mean? Like how they go together. But anyway, I will let my magical voice explain all that to you in the voiceover. I'm going to rinse my face off and we'll go for round two. All right, guys, and from the sales page from HC&C for high stakes, it says, raise the bar with high stakes, a refined and modern fragrance inspired by the timeless allure of Acqua Di Gio parfum. This scent captures the essence of sophistication and confidence, blending freshness and depth to create a captivating olfactory experience. High Stakes is a powerful convergence of fresh and sensual warmth, crafted for those who live with intensity and presence. It opens with an exhilarating rush of citrus, zesty bergamot, and sunlit lemon wrapped in aromatic herbs that breathe energy into every moment. A heart of fresh spices crackles with vibrancy, while a marine breeze cuts through, cool and clean, evoking the open horizon. Grounded in the strength of fine woods, the scent deepens into a rich base where the smoky allure of patchouli meets the golden warmth of amber and spice. Bold yet effortless, this is a fragrance that moves fluidly between light and shadow, elevated, elemental, unforgettable. High Stakes opens with a wave of crisp marine notes and that sparkling brightness of bergamot, capturing the freshness of ocean air at first light. The heart reveals an aromatic blend of rosemary, clary sage, and geranium, herbaceous and refined, with a clean, invigorating edge. As it settles, smoky molybdenum and earthy patchouli rise from the base, adding warmth and a quiet depth. The result is a scent that's as fresh yet grounded and modern yet timeless. Experience the essence. High Stakes is more than a fragrance, it's a declaration, a bold composition of freshness and depth, crafted for the man who moves with quiet confidence and an undeniable presence. It doesn't chase attention, it commands it. Soaring above the noise, above the clouds, it speaks without speaking, letting the world know exactly who you are, a signature of strength, clarity, and effortless sophistication. Made for those who don't follow the current, they shift its direction with quiet force and lasting elegance. Hey guys, and I'm going to go over a little bit about Acqua Di Gio for you, give you a little deep dive into the fragrance that was a powerhouse, really, in perfumery when it released. So Acqua Di Gio was a global sensation since it first sprang to the market in 1996, the year I graduated high school. There you go. I'm aging myself a little bit. But anyway, so Acqua Di Gio came out in 1996, and it was launched by Gorgio Armani, and it was a men's fragrance, and it was more than a men's fragrance because it was actually a cultural touchstone that has defined the fresh aquatic scent category for decades now. And it was inspired by the island of Pantelleria, where Gorgio Armani has a home. The fragrance captures the essence of the Mediterranean with its blend of marine and citrus notes. The scent profile
for Acqua Di Gio is a complex yet harmonious fragrance. The initial impression is a bright and energetic burst of citrus featuring lime, lemon, bergamot, and orange. This quickly mellows into the heart of fresh sea notes, jasmine, and a touch of fruitiness from peach. The scent is anchored by a subtle yet enduring base of white musk, cedar, and patchouli. This masterful blend creates a clean, invigorating, and versatile fragrance that is both sophisticated and easy to wear. The creators of the original Acqua Di Gio, it was actually a collaborative effort between three renowned perfumers. The first one was Alberto Morias. He was a master perfumer known for his work on many iconic fragrances. And Anik Mendaro, he was a creative perfumer with a talent for crafting unique and memorial scents. And Christian Dosolier, a perfumer who contributed to the classic and timeless quality of Acqua Di Gio. Now, there have been a lot of flankers just based on the Acqua Di Gio family. I mean, that's how awesome this fragrance is, that it's got so many flankers that go along with it. The enduring popularity of the original Acqua Di Gio has, created or brought forth all these other iterations based off of its classic DNA. And some of the most notable additions are Acqua Di Gio Profumo from 2015. It's a more intense and sophisticated version with a focus on incense and patchouli, creating a more mysterious and sensual experience. In 2018, Acqua Di Gio Absolu came out, and this fragrance takes a warmer and more woody direction, balancing the signature marine notes with rich amber and patchouli. And then in 2020, we have Acqua Di Gio Profondo. And as the name suggests, this version offers a deeper, more intense marine experience with a focus on the mineral and aromatic notes. It's available in several concentrations, including eau de parfum and parfum. And then in 2022, Acqua Di Gio Eau de Parfum. This is a more modern interpretation of the classic. This version features a more intense and long-lasting aromatic and aquatic profile. And then, just as recent as 2023, we had Acqua Di Gio Parfum, and this is luxurious take on the original blends, the signature marine freshness and the richness of incense for a more elegant and a more evening appropriate scent. So these are just a few examples of the many variations that have been released over the years, each offering its own unique olfactory journey while staying true to the spirit of the original Acqua Di Gio. So this ever-evolving collection ensures that there is an Acqua Di Gio fragrance to suit a wide range of preference and occasions. And without further ado, here is your scent note spotlight. And it is going to be none other than Bergamot. This scent the Bergamot scent note is just, man, it's one of the best ones out there. I mean, it's in so many different fragrances. How can it not be just one of those ones that, is the shining example? I mean, that's all it is. So why not? Let's learn a little bit more about Bergamot. Now, there are many essential oils that make up the top notes and base notes of a fragrance, and in general, the most prevalent oil in the top notes of scented products is that of bergamot. Commonly found throughout the Mediterranean, bergamot is a fragrant fruit that is about the size of an orange, yet similar to a lime in color. It comes from the tropical citrus bergamia plant, which can grow up to 4 meters high with star-shaped white flowers and smooth leaves that bear a pear-shaped fruit. The fruit is a hybrid of a lemon and an orange, and its fragrant oil is a major component in many perfumes, colognes, and scented soaps. And it is also the star scent that renders the imitable flavor and aroma of Earl Grey tea. Sometimes known as a bergamot orange, this fruit has more of a lemony taste, except sweeter. It is said to actually be crossbred or a hybrid of bitter orange and lime. Bergamot essential oil is among the world's most unique and delicate citrus oils because of the exclusivity of where it is grown, the ironic fact that it is a bitter fruit that produces a sweet oil, and its ability to create uplifting and a calming environment. Bergamot is a key ingredient in various fragrance families, including citrus, chypre, and fougere, and is a versatile note that can blend well with florals, woods, and other citrus notes. Bergamot's scent profile is one that is citrusy. Bergamot has a zesty and refreshing citrus aroma similar to a sweet orange, but with a unique spicy nuance. Fruity, as it offers a fruity sweetness alongside its citrus note, making it a complex and appealing scent. Slightly floral, bergamot also possesses subtle floral undertones, contributing to its overall complexity and spiciness, a mild spiciness to distinguish the bergamot from the other citrus scents, adding another layer to its fragrance profile.
All right. And today I think I'm going to use a little bit of alum. Since I seem to got myself a couple of times there. A little bit of feedback there on the upper lip, but that's to be expected. It's not used. I don't usually like to go like full against the grain up there, but it's been a while, so I went against the grain, and that's what happens. But other than that, the feedback's not too bad. And for you guys, if you didn't know, I prefer this is solid cut alum block from a solid block, not pressed. This is the everlasting alum bot. So I like it because it's got the little thing for you to hold on to. Makes it easier than just grabbing the block of alum. And it, and to me, it just glides better. You could use it as a deodorant if you wanted to, but I'm not too big on putting things on my face that went on my armpit. But if you wanted to have one for your face and one for your armpit, then hey, whatever floats your boat. All right, let me finish up and we'll get back to the best part of the shave. All right, so we're back and I'm all cleaned up. Face is nice and smooth, no hair, like glass. So here we are. We're gonna get to this splash here. Give it a couple little shakes. It just says it's got water, denatured alcohol, fragrance, and polysorbate. So again, I mean, this is it's a 100 milliliter bottle. Yeah, I mean, it's high stakes. It's Acqua Di Gio. Good stuff. Yeah. pick up more of the aluminum and patchouli off the gate for the splash. It's got much more of a woodsy kind of scent to it than the soap does. I gotta say, the splash is a lot more tame than I was hoping it would be. Put a little bit more on, see what I can get on. It feels nice. As far as the skin feel, the post shave feel, it does its job well. It does smell nice. This is the splash is definitely more woodsy than it is citrusy. Everything blends together pretty good. Let me see. Let it dry down a little bit more. It's strange. I'm not getting any citrus note to it. Like no man, like the mandarin should be there, but I'm really getting that. I think I get the bergamot, get a little bit of rosemary and sage, geranium. I definitely get the aluminum and the patchouli. It smells good. I think this would be a nice layer, so like if you're using this, and you want to kind of continue the set. So if you actually did have like the real OG Acqua Di Gio, or unfortunately I don't have the high stakes EDP to tell you, but I think this would be a good base layer. It smells nice now that everything's kind of drying down and blending together. It is a fresh Italian scent, but I'm just not picking up like that citrus hit like I did, off the soap in the beginning. Yeah, it smells completely different, but it smells good. Okay, so as far as the wife goes, she likes the fresh Italian scents. So on the Tennessee wifey scale, she gives high stakes a solid 55 proof. She likes it. So um, there are some that she likes better, but for this one, she likes it. She said it's nice. And for me, as far as I'm concerned, on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, where 0 is the worst and 100 being the best, I give, sorry, I was about to call it Acqua Di Gio. I give high stakes, which is a Acqua Di Gio inspired by or homage to. I give it a 60 proof. It is good. I like it. Yeah, it's a nice summertime scent. Um, you can't go wrong with it. It's a good one. I don't know what else much more to say because I'll probably go over everything that I would say now in the voiceover, or I did go over it in the voiceover, so that doesn't leave me much to say in closing. Other than go check it out. Go to HC&C.com and or Hendrix Classic and Co. and check out their soaps and pick you up a set of high stakes. Um, you know, add it to the collection. It's one to have. Acqua Di Gio is a timeless classic. It's been around for a minute, and there's a reason why it smells terrific, and there's a reason why there's a lot of people that, um, you know, copy it essentially, or try to make their own version of it because it's damn good. So on that note, fellas, I won't keep you much longer. Again, don't forget, if you're liking this stuff, subscribe. At the 100 mark, I am going to do a giveaway. And, or if you know anybody that might be interested, share the video and, see what's up. And so, yeah, on that note, I'll catch you guys later. As always, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive. Happy shave, gents. I'll catch you on the next one.